settle in? Yeah. There you go. I got it.
No, it's okay. I'm okay.
Good job.
That stays in the clip.
Especially after that. She was like, all to the dog sound.
It's okay. You guys are the only ones allowed to.
Maybe I put over the elbow. Can you come? Come right here. Get this. Love you. Get this coming. You like that hit from the floor? Good stuff. Walk in with my face. That's what I'm doing this. Flowers. Okay. Yeah, you're with me, but thank you, sir.
I'm here, he's pushing away. You got to stick with him, right? So when he apply force to pull away, right? You have to do something to inflict that force. You know, it's very difficult for me to explain to you unless you in that situation. You just have to go through and get your partner trying to pull away. You exchange, right? So you're still attacking, you're still punishing your opponent. May not be, very, very devastating, but you're still doing okay. Don't forget the control of the elbow, right? Okay. So from here, right? Then you got this, right? So once on the blind side, you work out a routine, finishing your opponent. Already there, right? Yeah. It's okay. Already there. Already inside your defense. Already inside your defense. That's why I put it in the center here, right?
Wow.
Right? That's the most vulnerable target. Okay. So a lot of times that you would be on the front stance, and then they kick, right? Right? So you just pick it up. Pick it up. Even though you would have to take it on here, because it's like a bonsai, you know. That to explain it. If you swing at me down here, right? Even though your punch will hit here, because I'm lifting, there wouldn't be much power. Same thing with the leg, right? And then finger come out. Oh, we were talking about around punch. I would never do a round punch like that. I do like an elbow. I aim this to the target, but I hit it with the elbow. You know? Right? It's like I hit it with the elbow, but just halfway. Because if you hit a round punch like that, you're going to tear your rotation. Yeah, it won't last very long as a fighter, as anything, because those ligaments are not very strong. Right? So you're from here, elbow, right? So two fingers, I control all his balance. Two fingers. Right? That's what you want to achieve. Right? So tell him to move. You can't move. Right? Just two fingers. Probably this. Right. So you have to understand the science, the physics behind everything. Once I put my gut there, I already use out his defense because nobody would expect me to kick like that. No one. Because they think I'm going to kick with this. No, really. Just them. Right? So I'm here, bang. And then I put him on the defense. Put him on the defense. Right. So you have to, don't go too fast. Get your partner. Just run through little things. When you're on the blind side, you finish it. How you to finish your opponent? But at times, then you've got to deal with the low kicks. Here, or you put him down here, right? So you watch the elbow, control the elbow, go to the blind side, right? But you've got to deal with little things first, right? So we deal with this one, and then we deal with some high kicks and so on. All right? Okay. So this is on the outside. And then there's another one on the inside. All right? Okay? So here, because you don't know. Sometimes they come in and then they come out. You got to be able to extend, to deal with them if the leg just comes straight up.
How do you deal with that kick where they whip it around that way? I don't know if you can get that up that high. See, well, no.
This one?
Yeah, I was working out earlier this week, and the guy would whip it around like that, and kind of threw me off a bit.
Now, let me give you some statistics. Okay, so he's standing like this. Okay, for his foot to come out here, to come around here, maybe hit you here, the foot would have traveled at least 11 feet. I'm talking about this foot. But we would use the peripheral vision, watching the knees. That's where you detect the foot, like you detect the feet. You watch the elbow, right? So you can get them before they even come out. So if I'm here, I just go straight in. I don't even deal with it. Or I would stop them because they stop them coming up because, what do I get? Chair, please? No, I don't need a chair. Come here. Okay. 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 No, not lift.
Hey, my shoe! Why are you holding?
China, what's wrong with you? My skips.
Weapon, he go boom.
Special shoes.
All right. Okay, that's everything. You have to master. Okay, so put your foot there. Okay. Okay. Lift. The weakest muscle for the leg. That is the strongest muscle. If you do that, that is the strongest because your momentum. The weakest muscle is lifting. This tendon and ligament. Should you attack? So he comes in, right? You just make sure he does not come up. Right? Why would you let him come up? You stop him coming up. Right?
Shut it down before you even get
Of
started.
course. Right? You either kick him before from here to there, and he has to come from here to here. Right? Okay. Or if you're here, right? I just step back. But if you don't want the crash, but you know, the arm always stronger than the leg. The arm. Doesn't matter how many years they bang on coconut trees and so on. The arm always stronger than the legs, especially if you are both a good dummy practitioner. But your arm can think, you know, just shut it down. Right. So from here, just shut it down. Yeah. Shut it down.
Thanks, Eva.
Yeah. Right. But your eyes have to know. I was talking to Dr. Matt.
She's back there.
Oh, she's back there. That your eye. Yeah. If you watch the champion tennis player, don't watch those ordinary tennis players. Watch the one that wins. All right. What did they do? Their eye. Once they judge the ball is going to be here, they already know when they already plan where they're going to put the ball. The eyes always guide your movement. But use your eyes. Right? So your eyes. You watch the elbow. From the elbow you read. You actually, from this elbow first, from this elbow, you read that knee, and then you read this, and then you read this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's how you read it. But you see everything there anyway. Right? So that's how you know. Right? So you're here, doing the low kick. Right? Doing the low kick. Right? So you can keep this on here. It doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter. But don't do it like that. Because we're not trained for it. Yeah. The Muay Thai fighters are trained for it because they train when they're 3 years old. And they can deal with a kick in here, but we can't. So we do the lift. Right? We do the lift. Right. So once you're in here, and you're going to have to find a good package to finish your opponent, so you're going to keep trying. All right?
Seagull.
Does it make sense to you?
The seagull.
Yeah.
All right. So do it. Yeah.
Can we use the bottom of the foot with that boulder?
Yeah. All depends on how high we kick. But usually they kick very low over here. They kick, sometimes they kick here. Right.
So depending on what you can get, if not just.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because your movements are going up. The movements are going up, so you're deflecting. Your bump area is spread out.
So you want to be in motion when
Of
you
course,
get here.
but not staying there. The reason they get hurt is their weight is there. Bang. Right? It's just like you can use a pencil to break a ruler because the ruler is stationary. Right? You will see. Right? You use it to break a ruler. Because the pencil, when they hit, they drag. Right? So the surface area is bigger. And because the hitting, you were stationary. So that's why you're staying there. You just move up. You know, just spreading the force. Right? But if he happened to kick you in the shin and you happen to have a big wood arm, that's okay. You know. Those low kicks only good. There's three types of martial art. One is sports martial art. You know, doesn't matter they say, oh yeah, there's no rule at cage fighting. And so then why did you make a 15-minute run? Why did you make it? You just stop. When you finish it, you come get me. Why do you have a referee there? Why do you have a judge there? Why? It's sports. Doesn't matter how they when they convince you. You know, and then okay, not allowed to use the knee when his hands touch the ground. There's rules. There's theatrical muscle. Right? They flying around, you know, matrix and so on. Right? And then reality muscle art. So I'm not going to stand here waiting for you to hit me. I'll be moving around. I'll be finding. But it happened. If I landed here and you do a low kick, I will deal with it. All right, I have to deal with it. Okay. All right, let's quickly because we got a few things. Demonstrate to you. If I block like that, you're going to come on top of it. So I be defending. I'm not doing anything. I just defend. So I defend 10 times, and then the 11th time, you know, I'll probably get hit. Right? So what you want to do is
You're going to do what
shut it down.
Wait a minute. Okay.
So you got to shut it down, right? You shut it down. This is on the blind side. Instead of coming back to let it come to you, you're actually going on from here. Make sure, because one arm is already sufficient, because that muscle is not that strong. You know, you shut it down, right? And then you kick like that. I think you want to do it. So you kick like that. So in the string, we don't kick pressure. We kick the ball. In here, do it. But on demonstration with a partner, right? Alright. So you make it stop it. Right? But because we're having not much time, so I can show you the other side. Yeah. Right. So you control it and go into it. Right. You control it and go into it. You actually, right. And the tibia is the weakest, probably the weakest of all your leg bones. Probably 30 times of force in the break. All right. So you have two. You have one that you're on this foot, on the blind side. Coming. You have the other one.
See, when you want to take this, use this. Yes, you need to take it. You go. Then you bend it away. That was good. You gave me good. That was good. That was good. Come on, get it going.
If that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. That's the answer to every question. Hit him. Oh, seafood. Oh, seafood. How you doing, man? How you doing? Do us straight. I'll make you turn around. You going to play
Yep, you're on camera now. Do it perfect.
At least I'm the attacker.
I'm not. You should be yanking me that
There you go. You don't take the body to the ground.
Go, Rhode Island, go.
That's the voiceover.
The fight's over here, not down So you have to learn the lot when you come in as well. The arm turn straight
A little cake and go in. Who cares?
Next.
Look, we're going to do something like this, right? Try it, but no, it's just something that you don't see often that would catch you, right? So they're here, right? Basically, that they want to get you in a distance, so they can come in, or they can do a kick, or they can swing their arm on top of you, right? But if you can push this arm across, so make that arm coming around cross, and force them to spin around, and then we already done this one, right? So that's the best way. Go to the blind side, right? So it just, right? So pin him there. Go to the blind side. All right? Right? So don't wait for him. If you push this out, and he's going to go on top of you, and you got to have a very good build out to stop to stop this. Right? So you have to guess whether this is coming on top or this is coming underneath. Right? So it's better you dictate the situation. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So go to the outside, right? And make him spin around. Right? So as soon as you touch them, they will spin around anyway. Right? Okay. All right? So it's like this. All right? Good. Yeah. And then you're looking down, which is a very, very good pose in a close range. Then you swing at that one. Right? So you already in a very good position. Right? So you rely on your contact reflexes. Right? I'm going to let you try this out, and then I'm going to give you some drill. So within, no, you don't need 2 hands. Oh, all right. Use this one. Use this one. All right? 2 fingers. Moving. Yeah. Push and move. Right. 2 fingers. So you're probably 3 times her size. So from here, that's very powerful because the leverage, right? This leverage from this point here is this long, and your is from this long. So you must be about 5 times, at least 5 times or 7 times. I don't know the mathematics, but you know you can make this person move anywhere. Right?
It's just
Okay, we're talking about this one, right? This one. It's not. All right. So you punch from here. Whoa. Be careful. Yeah. So when Cheung punch, you don't need preparation. You know why? It's physics. Physics, yeah, remember? Physics? 30 years ago, you're sitting in the little table, and all you get are looking at the blonde-haired physics teacher's eyes. Physics, because behind this punch is only the elbow, nothing else. Nothing else. Anything else? So that's why when they punch like that, they must use the shoulder. When you use the shoulder, you can only use one side of the body. When you punch like that, okay, what's behind it? The elbow, shoulder, the hip, the knee, everything is behind it. In Chinese Kung Fu, not just Wing Chun is sort of a little part of the Chinese Kung Fu. Your elbow, your shoulder, your hip, everything. You don't have to forcefully using it, right? So that's very important. So that's why we punch like that. And that's why we don't need preparations, right? So normally, when I set the world record on speed punching, nobody understands that. No, look, don't clap yet. It was done in MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It was done in the laboratory with 2 scientists there. And they have a weight plate, and they have 3 cameras, one on this, one up there, one in front, one on the side. And each camera can take over 100 frames per second. Each camera, 100 frames per second. So they measure my punch, and they measure the speed of the punch as well as the power of the punch. So the punch cannot be more than, if you go and rope punch, your punch cannot be more than your body weight. You'll be lost balance anyway. If it's less than body weight, that means you're not actually going to the maximum, right? So every punch was equal to my body weight. And 8 point, the reason I could do it because I don't need preparation. I don't.
All right? I do not want your job.
It's the same thing you're standing up. You can't do it standing up. You will not be able to do it lying down. Right? So you're here, here, here. Right? Right? It doesn't matter each arm. Right? Or if he's using the elbow, same thing. Right? You just stop it temporarily. That's all. To change direction. Right?
Stand there. Bully.
Okay.
Occupy the center. Use 2 arms at the same time. Occupy the center. One sword checks, one sword strikes. Same time, using the same principles as wing chun hand techniques. Two arms at one time, parallel. Try to stay parallel with the balloon sides for butterfly sword techniques. Wow, I'm nervous. It's an extension of the hands when you're doing. It's the extension of the traditional Wing Chun hand techniques. So all the techniques for the butterfly swords pretty much mirror the techniques in the hand techniques.
Why it's called the egg slashes butterfly sword?
because those are the 8 slashes that we use in the system. They're much like the 8 elbows in Wing Chun. We have 8 slashes in a butterfly sword style. The defensive techniques are pretty much the same or correlate to the hand techniques. If there's a bong sao, there's a bong do. If there's a tan sao, there's a tan do. There are thrusts and slashes, mostly slashes and thrusts in the butterfly sword technique, and they're like a short broadsword. They're probably the best swords to be used because they have a guard on the bottom and it allows you to rotate the swords inside your arms, the shortness of the blade, which is a little bit more maneuverable than the longer broadswords.
75, okay?